Hi, and welcome to the full-time travel vlog of Dave, Lori, Luna, and maybe Dr. Zaius. Stay tuned till the end and you can find out the results of our poll, whether Dr. Zaius stays or goes. This week we are headed to south of Grand Teton and east of Yellowstone. Okay, go get the rocks.
Look how only the brown one gets to pick the rock up.
Yeah, he's the alpha.
Yep.
Good dogs. Oh, here comes another one. You started something. Happy farmhounds.
Hold back. But only the brown one gets to bring it to me. All right, come on. You gotta bring it to me.
Stopping at Shumway was doubly great because we were able to stock up on some things that we needed that they produce before we headed up to the National Forest. To get down here to the Snake River from the campground.
Tubes for people.
Yeah. So you have to go under the highway that's leading up into Grand Teton and Yellowstone. And I'm looking at this ridge. And I'm thinking about that earthquake lake place that we stayed at.
Oh yeah, we're hosed.
Oh yeah. That wouldn't be good. Here you can see at the campground just south of Jackson how the fires and the smoke had really started to fill this area in. Even with all that smoke, it was hard to hide the natural beauty that was all around this area. But we decided to head through Grand Teton and through Yellowstone toward Wyoming-National Forest, where we were heading in toward Cody to check out some really interesting stuff. Number one, Cody Dam. This is the back side of the Buffalo Bill Dam. You can still see the haziness of the smoke. I think that's going to be with us for a while. Front side of the dam. It goes down into the gorge. In 1910, this was the tallest dam in the world. Or in the country. World. The visitor center is free and well worth going in. You can learn a lot of interesting information. We were very impressed to learn about the chief engineer for this project. 12th grade education, but lots of experience. It's like next to the Buffalo Bill Dam. And they had to make this tunnel to get all the equipment in when they made it hydroelectric, right? But it also helps to connect the highway from Cody to Yellowstone now. So it's kind of like part of the scenic byway. Cody, Wyoming has a lot of places to see and do things. One of the places you don't want to miss is the Buffalo Bill Museum of the West. It's actually 5 museums in one. It has a firearms museum, natural history, it's got the Wild Bill Cody exhibit and Native American exhibits.
The sun is the greatest of those things the Creator has given to us. In the morning, we always make an offering. Sun when it comes up. We know the power of the sun because it brings with it light. It's an energy force that makes all things grow.
This teepee was so impressive because there were very few that exist in museums or private collections anymore because they were always repurposed. For us, visiting this museum was extra cool because we really had no idea how interesting Wild Bill Cody was and what an amazing life he led. Just the whole expansion of the West, and we're just learning so much on this trip. We also visited Heart Mountain, and for us, that probably had the greatest effect.
So we took a field trip today out of Cody, between Cody and Powell, and we came to Heart Mountain, which is one of the Japanese American intern camps. And this one's in Wyoming. And you hear, at least my generation, we heard a little bit about it in history and whatnot, but not a whole lot. You come here and you see this, the little bit of relics that are left, and it's very sombering, if you will. What happened to those people, and it's a pretty sad story in American history.
Behind me are the last two remaining barracks that were part of this internment camp or relocation camp. Some people say it was a concentration camp, and in a way it was. It concentrated the Japanese Americans that were forcibly removed to this place and places like it during World War II, and they were concentrated into one specific area without due process. They lost their livelihoods, they lost their homes, their businesses, and when the war was over, they were permitted to leave, and they were given $25 and a ticket to wherever they wanted to go to relocate. It's really a sad story, and it's an important place to visit. No matter where we camp, David always manages to make friends.
So just then I said to the spaceman,
At the trailhead, we read the log and signed in, and two people said they saw brown bear by the big tire. We just came to the big tire, so we're being extra bear aware.
was it a brown black bear? Well, truly indeed, a brown bear.
What was it? What did it say in the log? A brown bear. All right then. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know, we didn't see any bears. We saw some bones and stuff though. We also saw in this area, this is called the Holy City, this rock formation. It kind of resembles the skyline of Jerusalem, and I guess that's why they call it the Holy City. We honestly enjoyed camping along the Shoshone River there in the National Forest. There are several of those National Forest campgrounds along the Shoshone to the west of Cody. But it was time for us to move on, and we're going to be heading into the Bighorn Mountains next, going through that Cody Tunnel one more time. And now, Dr. Zaius is going with us. Thank you guys for supporting him.
Tune in next time. You'll hear Lori say,
I don't think I like you anymore, David.